evening, Dr. Nicola. How are you doing today?
I'm finding you.
Good, good. So we're going to discuss your latest project, and
Yes,
we're
yes,
also
yes.
going to talk about your business and just a little bit about your journey through education.
Okay.
So you ready to get started?
Yes, let's get started. I'm really excited.
Yay. Okay, so here we go. Tell me a little bit about your journey as an educator and share some detail about your why. What are the things that
hmm
made you wanted to pursue education, and not only education, but to launch your own educational firm?
Okay, real quickly, I've been in education for 29 years. My background I have is in English Lit, library science, and I have a doctorate in educational leadership. And so therefore, because of that background I have, my first fundamental why is researching topics. I love to research topics that people need, I need, and giving you the straight facts. I want to make sure everything is correct and you give you what you need. But main, my main motivation, my main why, first and foremost why, is continues to be to serve others. And
Mm,
to serve you, meaning specifically, I like to narrow it down. Specifically, I want to give you exactly what you need. I know what my teachers need. I know what my students need. I know what others in the community may need from me.
mhm.
And so my to serve, that's my why. The only thing changes is that I refine it. But
Love it.
what the service is always going to be is never changes. I
Mm.
just refine my service, and that's it. It's never just never changes.
So you mentioned research.
Mhm.
What research do you typically do that helps teachers, parents, students in that educational space?
Okay, when I do research for teachers, most of the time I'm researching for curriculum.
Okay.
I research for lesson plans.
Okay.
Whatever a teacher is working with a student, they come to me and ask me for help in their lessons. So
Mm,
yeah, background information. When a teacher does a lesson, they have their lesson plan, they have their books, they have
mhm.
their we call them teacher editions.
Okay.
But what they'll do is they'll reach out to me to help them to enhance it or make it better. A lot of times I will just do the research for them. Like
Okay.
I find the books, I find I find more lessons to enhance their lessons. I
Mhm.
also help with their technology, like to I'm the one that helps them add technology to their lessons. So
Oh,
that's part of my background anyway. That's what I do.
oh, good. So tell me a little bit about the void or the need that you saw
Yes.
with your tenured experience, the need that you saw in the educational space, and how your business, Ultra Didactic
Didactic.
Consulting, yes, how your business serviced that need.
Okay, well, there was a big void, and a big void is specialized staff development. And when I
Mm,
say specialized staff development, I'm talking about the whole teacher. Now, we're always going to have staff development for REI, or new curriculum, software, benchmark testing. We're always going to have that kind of training. But there's a need for more humanistic level, especially after the pandemic.
mhm.
Teachers feel a little disconnected. And
I can
so
do that.
you really do. They feel there was a lack of trust that came up. I don't know if it's a spirit of distrust. I don't know whose fault it was. It was just there. So now we have to reconnect. So there's a need for more humanistic form of professional development for your teachers. And most of that comes from the need of classroom management and behavior management, dealing with their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers they must hone those skills of unconditional positive regard. And unconditional positive regard is no more than knowing your kids, knowing what causes them to tick or just to click off. And it helps you to hone yourself so that you can know you can learn how to deal with those behaviors that might not be the best behaviors.
Right.
And it's really important to do that. And I'm gonna tell you something, Kara. If a principal does not get their staff what they need when it comes to classroom management,
Mm-hmm.
he or she is going to be constantly running back and forth because teachers don't want to deal with it.
I
This one won't, this one's sleeping, this one won't do their work, being disruptive. So it's imperative. It's imperative that you get the help you need. And that's what I do. I go into the schools and I help you with your PBIS
okay.
and with behaviors that need adjusting. I help
Mhm.
you adjust. I help you to make up a behavior plan, a school-wide plan. So, and that's what led me to create my my firm Ultra Didactic, the need that I saw and what I even went through.
Yeah,
So I saw there was a need, and there's a need, and I want to fill that void.
that's amazing, Dr. Nicola. So, just quickly before we get into your latest project,
Uh-huh.
you share a little bit about the actual services that you provide? I know you touched on the research, the
Mhm.
workshops, and everything, but if you had to narrow it down, and I'm a teacher, I'm an administrator, I want you to come into my school and help
Mhm.
me forge that experience and environment for my students, the parents, the teachers, and the staff as one. What would you say your services are?
Okay.
Help us accomplish that.
I'm glad you asked that because I have two main services. The
Okay.
two main services are classroom management, or sometimes it's called behavior management. And the last one is soft skill training. Soft skill training is for the staff.
Okay.
Now, there's a great importance, like I already stated, for developing and utilizing a behavior plan in the schools. It's really important. It's imperative if you're going to keep good teachers. You really have to do that. Now, as for the soft skills is there to help the teachers to work with each other and the students,
Okay.
because it's not just about working with the kids. As teachers, we have to work with each other. And if we can't work with each other, then that trickles down to, well, we can't work with the kids. So that's my main call to action, those two things, soft skills and classroom management.
Love that. And they can book you in the form of um, a teacher's workshop consultation.
Yes.
Do you offer any seminars or, you know,
Yes. Well, how we usually do this is I could do whole school. That's when you teach, that's called professional development, staff development.
okay.
And that's something that we could do as the whole school. And usually that's like the paraprofessionals and the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also, I can work with just the behavior committee, because in schools we break things down in, committees. So you
Mm-hmm.
might have a behavior or Title I committee that's developing a plan, and you want someone to come and help you develop the plan and help you write the plan. I could do that too. So I
Got
can come and write the plan in a small group. It doesn't have to be the whole teachers. It can be a select committee,
it.
and
Mm-hmm.
we can train them, and the select committee can go back and what we call redelivery. I train them, maybe 5 people, 6 people, and then they go back and they train the rest of the staff.
Okay.
Or yes, that's something that teachers and principals they like to do. And then there's also, like I said before, I'll just come in and help you actually write and build your classroom management pack, or your your it's a word for it. I want to get it right because I want teachers to understand what I'm trying to do, because they would understand what I'm saying. It's very important that I come in and help you make that plan. That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
It's a plan. It
Mm-hmm.
might be a Title I plan. It might be a behavior modification plan. But I will come in and sit down with you and actually help you write it. So that's what I like to give, that personalized attention, because once again, you want to give a humanistic touch. I
Absolutely.
want to get to know you. I want to sit down. You tell me what the problems are, not just come in and say, this is what I offer and this is what I'm gonna do, and we can have a classroom management training. No, I want to sit down. What are we doing? What's the problem? How can I help you? So that's what Ultra Didactic is all about.
Okay. Well, thank you. So let's get into the project though. So I
Okay.
know your latest project is an extension of your service. So that's why I
Yeah.
asked you those questions. Please share with us what's the latest project and how is it an extension of what you already provide in your consultative services?
Okay. Needless to say, everybody says this, but it's true. I am very excited about this book. It's Tell Me Something Good,
Yeah.
Soft Skills for Professionals. And this is truly a labor of love, because I found that in a corporate setting, because my husband, I know because of my husband, corporations, they periodically train their people on soft skills. It's an ongoing thing. But I found through my research that soft skills such as work ethic, interpersonal skills, negotiation, active listening, work ethic, or even conflict resolution, which you would think that, oh, teachers know this, oh,
Right.
educators know this,
Right.
is lacking. Because when you think about it, I know when I went to school to learn how to teach. That's what they teach you. They're not teaching you how to deal with people. You might have got something back in high school. You might have get something in your freshman year, but you're not getting what you need to actually work with other people. And we're in the people business. So we really do need to know how to work with each other and know how to work with parents before we can even do anything with the kids. So that was my call to action. And when I say working with teachers, I'm not just talking about the principals, the teachers, or the staff. I'm talking about district office, school board. There may be a lack of customer service or not being confident in what you're doing, or this attitude or air that, I work in human resources, but I don't necessarily like humans. And that's, you reflect that. And it shows, and it causes people to be very standoffish. So this is what my book is mainly about. And it's for all professionals. It's for people who work with humans. If you're working with another human, you need soft skills.
I love that. Yeah, it's definitely, I would say, in every area of business, it's a need for it. And when we think about the classroom and you think about every student that enters the classroom comes from a different background, different home setting.
That's the point.
So you have one teacher, multiple students, right? And so being able to create that environment and have that tool, like you said, it's not a novel, it's a reference tool that the teacher could use and cite and be able to implement some of those practices within their classroom in order to foster a result.
More harmonious.
Yes.
You want to be more harmonious. That's all you want. Because you're the teacher. You know what you're doing.
Right.
And it's the parents. So you got to have that. And then you got the kids. Like you said, so much going on. And you could use this one person. Right. If you don't learn how to handle all those moving parts, that's when you get frustrated. That's when you say, I don't want to do this anymore. That's when you start blowing up and emotions start flaring and teachers and parents can't communicate. So that's why it's so important.
Right.
Yes.
You run into the problem that you shared earlier, like that's where the shortage and everything comes in. And you see children do not want to come to class. Teachers don't want to come to class. Parents don't want to come to the school.
They don't want to deal with you.
So I am so grateful that you created a tool as an extension of your business by way of your book.
Yes.
Just share really quickly, how could someone purchase a book from you?
Okay, I'm on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble. Now, Amazon, of course, is online, and Barnes & Noble, you can go online for Barnes & Noble, but you also can go inside Barnes & Noble and you can order it. They will order it for you. Awesome. So that is that's what I've been doing lately. Like I said, I had a copy of it and I had to give it to a teacher friend. She said, I want it. I saw it. I want to get it.
Well, that's good.
They really are excited about it. I think they really want to know, soft skills, because a lot of people, I don't think they really, like I said, just because you're an educator don't mean you really know. Right. You say soft skills, what is that? Right. So yes, and like I wanted to also state, in my humble opinion as a librarian, I wanted it to be not too long. I wanted it to be something that you can get in, get what you need, glean from this, work with it. And you can work with yourself within the book, not just something that is long, you don't forgot it, and I got to go back and say, okay, what did I read before? Right. I want to be seamless. I want to be something that you can read, but enjoy it.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Nicola, for sharing. Super excited, and congratulations on the release of your new book.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it will change one classroom at a time.
Yes, it will.
All right, thank you.